This is a problem out of section 7.4, and I wanted to go over how to work through this problem, in particular, how to find the critical values. So you can see here, this is already done. We've already figured out what the null and the alternative hypothesis are, and we're asked to find the critical value. So the way that we do that is we have to first know what kind of a test we are running, and that is figured out by looking at the alternative hypothesis and looking that this is greater than. So that means we are in the right tail. This is a right-tailed test. So what we do is we go to StatCrunch and open up our normal calculator. And we are going to find the critical values. Move this over just a little bit. So if we go to Stat, Calculator, and Normal, and let me move this back over a little bit. Let's see. We need to look at, it's a right-tail test. I'm going to go ahead and change that to greater than. And then right here, I'm going to clear this out, is where I need to put what alpha is. So if we go back to the problem, let me move this out of the way here. It says that alpha is 0.10. So we just put 0.10 right here, and we leave this at 0 and 1 because this is your normal distribution of your z-score. So we're getting a z critical value, and that tells us that it is 1.28. So that is how we got this critical value right here, which means that the rejection region is going to be this region here in red. These are values that are greater than 1.28. So if our test statistic falls in this rejection region, then we have evidence to reject the null hypothesis. So let's look and see what the test statistic is. The test statistic is 1.17. So that is not in the rejection region. It's about right here. This is 1.28. So 1.17 is somewhere in here. So that is not in the rejection region. So that means we do not have evidence to reject the null. So if we go back to our choices here on our concluding statement, what we would say is we failed to reject the null. That's because our test statistic was not in the rejection region, so we failed to reject the null. And we failed to reject it because we did not get evidence. There is not enough evidence to reject the claim. The claim was the same as our null, so we did not get evidence to reject the claim.